Hi guys, welcome back. It's Mr. Morris, and today I want to talk to you guys about how to annotate an article. So you're watching this part right here. We're talking about this part right here. So we're going to annotate, which means we're going to take notes and kind of break down, kind of like we did with the Doug Buell paragraph. But we're going to be doing this on an article. And we're going to be doing an article every week and breaking it down so we get really, really good at the process of understanding the who, what, where, when, why, and how of whatever it is we're reading, because we want to pull out the main idea and summarize in order to better understand what it is we've just read. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. You'll notice this is practice. This is not a grade. You are not turning this in, but this is that practice I talked about in a previous video that you need to keep doing over and over and over to get good at it. Like I said, coach wouldn't put you in a game if you hadn't been at practice. And you're not going to know how to shoot the ball, score the goal, or hit the volleyball over the net unless you practice. So this is the same thing. So I click on article on traditions, and this pops up. So you're going to make a copy of it, and you are going to read the first paragraph. We'll do it in class together, but those of you doing it distance learning, and those of you who want to watch this again to get better at it, here we go. The question at hand, and there's always a question at the beginning of every paragraph we have to answer. So the question at hand is this: what are traditions? And the first paragraph says traditions are described as a body of beliefs or stories relating to the past that are commonly accepted as historical, though not proven. They are meant to keep a certain practice or beliefs going. They can also be the handing down of information, beliefs, and customs by word of mouth or by example from one generation to another in families without written instruction. Cultural continuity in social attitudes, customs, and institutions, or characteristic manner, method, or style, according to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Once again, that's a lot. But again, we're only interested in 6 quick things: who, what, where, why, how, and when. So in going through this, we need to talk about those things. So first of all, it says who. And you know what? When I click up here and I go to the answer key, I couldn't really see a who. Now, there is a they, but I don't really think it's very specific. So I don't know who they are. So I'm just going to write the words doesn't say. So when I go here, who, in this paragraph, it really doesn't say who. But what? What are they doing? They are traditions or stories or beliefs handed down. The what is traditions and beliefs handed down. That's the what. You can see I have that in gold there. Where is this done? This is done in families. So I took the word families, which when you go over here, you can see in families in orange. Why? Why do they do this? And it says to keep the practice going. They are meant to keep a certain practice or beliefs going. Okay. How do they do this? Well, written word, written word of mouth, which means storytelling, or beliefs. And then finally, when, it doesn't say when. So this is what it looks like blank, and we're of course going to fill it in class, and you're welcome to fill it in with us, of course, at the same time. And then we're going to summarize. What does a summary look like? Well, as I showed you before, we always start by answering the question. What are traditions? Here's how we start it. Traditions are stories or beliefs handed down in families by word of mouth, written information or beliefs to keep a certain practice going. That is this entire paragraph melted down to its main point. This is the main point. This is the summary of that paragraph. This is classic annotating, and this is what note-taking is. We've taken out these pieces of information to write this answer to this question from this paragraph. Let's take a look at the next one. Why are traditions passed down? Same thing. We're going to read the paragraph, Traditions are, then, often more important customs, stories, or information passed down from generation to generation as a means of safekeeping those beliefs or customs to keep alive the past. They may have been originally passed down through methods such as storytelling and poetry, rhyme, and actions. Sometimes the meaning behind a tradition becomes lost, but the tradition or customs continue, they remain. Sometimes a greater meaning becomes attached to a tradition that was originally intended or implied. Okay, so once again, we got to find out who, what, where, why, how, and when. Well, I'm going to go over here to this one. Who? Doesn't say. What traditions or customs are passed down? I see how I shortened it. It could be longer, and you're okay to put all that here, but I'm always kind of looking to clip it a little bit. And I guess you could say traditions are passed down from generation to generation. That's fine. Where? It doesn't say where. Why? Oh, the reason why they're handed off generation to generation is for safekeeping and to keep the past alive. How do they do it? Well, that's my purple. The how is through storytelling, poetry, rhyme, and actions, which I have here. When? Doesn't say. So now the question is, why are traditions passed down? I'm going to take this information I pulled out of here and turn it into a summary. Traditions are passed down from generations. You can say from generation to generation. I guess I didn't. From generations for safekeeping and keeping the past alive through storytelling, poems, rhymes, as well as actions. So again, the question, why are traditions passed down? Here's my answer. It is a summarized version of the main idea. I just took and annotated this and made it this. It's like squeezing a lemon and getting just the juice out because the juice is the main part. This is the summary. And finally, the last one is the same thing. We'll just keep it here on this answer key. Where are traditions seen? That's the question. Where are traditions seen? Well, as you read amongst this, it says many things. Well, the one thing I found out, who? We're talking about animal kingdom and mankind because it says right here. Animal kingdom and human beings are the who. They what? They have traditions. Where? Doesn't say. Why? Increasing family bonds. That's what I got here in this light red, if you will. How do they do it? Shared practices in a group. When? Doesn't say. So let's take a look at what we have. We're going to squeeze that down and answer the question. Again, the question at hand is, where are traditions seen? The answer, traditions are seen in the animal kingdom and human being, I should say human beings, probably put an S on that, because they increase the family bonds through shared practices in a group. I just answered that question using the information that I squeezed out of this paragraph. This is annotation. This is what we're going to be doing and getting good at this year. Because we're going to take this information, and I'll show you later what we're going to do with it. We're going to turn it in to an organized thought that'll become a wonderful paragraph answer to answer many questions. All right, remember, this is practice. We're not turning this in, but we are getting good at this. We'll be doing a lot of this in class, and hopefully you guys are going to watch me do it, and things will go well. All right, I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.